Enginseer Kale stood before the Valkyrie landing craft, its battered hull a canvas of burn scars and shrapnel wounds. The once proud vessel had seen countless battles, now reduced to a crippled relic in a darkened hangar bay. He could feel its pain, its fury. The machine's spirit was restless.
"Easy now,"
Kale whispered, his voice barely audible through the Vox grill of his respirator.
"I know. You've seen too much. But I am here to make you whole again."
The vast chamber around him hummed with low, omnipresent noise. The thrum of reactors, distant machinery, and the faint murmur of chanting tech priests from other parts of the Mechanicus ship. This forged fleet had sailed through the stars for millennia, tending to the war machines of the Imperium. To some, these hulks of iron were just tools. To Kale, they were companions, perhaps the only ones he had. Kale's mechadendrites, long spindly appendages snaking out from the back of his spine, began to work, spooling wires and feeding data into the craft's damaged systems. His augmented eye scanned the gaping wounds in the Valkyrie's starboard engine, calculating the exact specifications for repairs. Organic fingers tightened around the servo wrench as he knelt before the gnarled metal, offering silent reverence.
"I offer this tool, blessed in the name of the Omnissiah,"
he murmured, his eyes briefly closing in the ritual's calm.
"Through my hands, I grant you life once more."
The Valkyrie systems flickered, a surge of static rippling through the internal Vox, a hiss of discontent. The machine's spirit was not pleased. Kale sighed, the weight of the task pressing down upon him. This was not a simple matter of repair. He was asking the spirit to return to war, to face the brutal violence it had already suffered countless times.
Is that it then? Do you no longer wish to fight? I understand.
His mechadendrites danced over the exposed circuits, sending pulses of binary cant into the craft. The response was immediate, a sharp crackle of resistance, angry static filling the air.
"You think I do not know suffering?"
Kale whispered as he worked, almost to himself.
"My flesh, what remains of it, knows pain. I have given pieces of myself to machines, as you have given pieces of yourself to war."
He remembered the first time he had stepped aboard a ship like this, as a young man not yet fully immersed in the cold logic of the Mechanicus. He had stood in awe of the technology, marveling at the intricate systems, the raw power. Now, he no longer marveled. The years had made him part of this vast, ancient machinery. His thoughts colder, his heart more distant, save for moments like this. Moments where he felt the weight of every cog that turned, every machine spirit that stirred uneasily beneath his hands. The Valkyrie spirit was strong but weary. Its engines had once roared through the battlefields, delivering warriors to the heart of chaos. Now it struggled to find the will to lift itself from the ground. A deep hum vibrated through the deck as Kale reconnected a severed fuel line, the vessel groaning as life began to trickle back into it. His mechadendrites sparked, adjusting the flow of sacred oils and coolants. The Valkyrie responded this time, its tones softer, less hostile.
"I know it is not enough. No matter how much I repair, the scars remain."
He paused, wiping grime from the crimson sigil of the Mechanicus etched into his breastplate. His own body bore similar marks, a testament to his service and sacrifice. The metal fingers of his left hand tapped rhythmically against the hull of the craft, almost like a lullaby, one he had forgotten he knew.
"Sometimes I wonder if we will ever know rest, or if we are cursed to fight until we too are broken beyond repair."
The Valkyrie shuddered, its internal systems aligning, the machine's spirit stirring into reluctant readiness. Kael could feel its grudging acceptance. He had coaxed it back from the edge, but there was no joy in this victory, only the cold, grim necessity of war. Kael stepped back, surveying his work. The Valkyrie was not fully healed, but it would fly. It would deliver soldiers to the next battle, and perhaps the one after that, until the inevitable end. He knew it, and so too did the machine spirit.
I wish it were different. But we both serve the Omnisire, and he demands our strength, even when there is none left to give.
As Kael turned away, the Valkyrie's vox crackled one final time, a brief acknowledgement, perhaps even gratitude. It would serve once more. It had no choice, just as Kael had none. The battles would continue, and they would both be there, mended but never truly whole. In the silence of the hangar, Kael's mechadendrites retracted, his tasks now complete. The Valkyrie stood alone now, its sleek form still scarred but ready. And as he left, he felt the familiar weight of melancholy settle back into his bones, like a cog placed back into its weary, turning machine.